Hello everybody, my name is Sirhc and welcome back to the NightOwl server. Today we're going to be working on that thing. Well, not that one, but we're going to be working on a second one right up above it. Yes, we finally are starting the Iron Golem farm. I have one cell all made here. It's got villagers in there. It's spawning Iron Golems. I think you could see in the background there. We just had another Iron Golem fall. And we've got more than 16 iron. I made a little doorway out of iron blocks just for fun. But yeah, so I think I have all the materials. So let's just head up there and start the next cell. Alright, so we're up here at block 180. That one starts at 100, and you need at least 70 blocks between the bottom of that cell, the Iron Golem cell, and the next Iron Golem cell. So we're going to start right here. And this design is, it's not, let's see, how was this? I think I need to do that. And then, I need dirt. Actually. Alright. So this design is not Doc M's, but it's the one that he used and the one that he made a tutorial on. And I did that wrong. So what you want to do is start out with a 20 by 20 platform. I'm actually going to be doing 18 by 18. Just because if you saw on the first cell, I didn't have this corner block, which would go right here, which is why I have this dirt here. So instead, I'm going to have walls like that. So no corner block, but if you're going to include a corner block, then you need a 20 by 20 platform. So let me get that built here quick. Okay, so this is going to be our Iron Golem spawning platform. This is going to be one of two platforms that the Iron Golems will spawn in. And what we're going to do is have water currents that push the Iron Golems to the center, like we have down there. But first we need to build up these walls. We're going to make them 3 high on this bottom part. So let me do this, make these walls. I'll make them 3 high, and then I'll join back in with you. Alright, so I built the walls up, and one thing you want to do probably before you place the water is figure out how you want your lights to be. You do want it to be lit up in here, all around here. Make sure that no zombies can spawn up here. And so I'm just going to place some torches in the walls. You know, you're not going to be able to see it, so it's, yeah, there's really no reason I see to use glowstone or redstone lamps. But to put the water in, what we want to do is first get... you want to make a 2 by 2, 1 block high in each corner. Just use dirt or something easy to take away later. And then we just want to make an infinite source all along these walls here. And so to do that, we can place water there and then skip a block, place water there. And that creates an infinite source in the middle. And then we can grab 2 buckets from there and just continue down the line. Just skip a block, place your water, skip a block, place your water, and then you can refill your buckets. And then we're down at the end, and then we can refill our buckets again and start over on this side. So just skip a block and then refill our buckets. Alright, so now that we have all of our water sources placed, as you can see, it all pushes towards the middle and it doesn't fall off in the middle, which is one thing that we want. We don't want water falling down to the ground. And then to finish it off, you just have to get rid of your little dirt squares here and then place a block of water, or a source of water 1 block high right in the corner. And that will push anything, or push stuff in the corner down. And the reason we have these little dirt blocks is, I believe, so that this whole surface doesn't become an infinite water source. If you didn't have those blocks, you could have this whole thing become an infinite water source, and that'd be bad because then you wouldn't have water pushing towards the middle. Alright, so the corners are all done. Now we just need to get out of here. What I'm going to do is just place some blocks. Make sure not to place them on the edge or you'll get rid of your infinite source. Although I suppose when you break it, it will, as long as you have an infinite source on each side, it will fix itself. But now what we want to do is place doors. And so I'm going to get set up for that. One thing you want to do is in the corners, and let's see, you want to go too high in the corners and then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks in, and then you can go too high here as well. And then again here you'll have the corner, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically you'll have 6 blocks in the middle that you can bring the wall up. Alright, so now to place these doors, instead of carrying a bunch of doors with us, in fact, I should really empty some of this stuff out. Alright, so to place all these doors, one thing you're going to want is a pretty empty inventory. And you're also going to want dirt paths around the outside. I don't have it around the corners, but just from here all the way down. You can skip the corner because that's not needed. But you're going to want to bring a crafting table up here and some wood. And I think it takes a little over, a little over a stack of logs to make all these doors. So let's get as many doors in our inventory as we can. There we go. And then we just start placing them in all these open areas. So there'll be 12 doors on each side. There'll be 6, and then 6 blocks, and then 6 more doors. Let's get these in here. Whoop. So place these. And then to get over here, you can just, do a little hop. Open the door and do a little hop over. And then next, what we want to work on is the villager holding cells / breeding cells. So what you want to do is right in this space between the doors, you want to make a 4x4 room. So we'll have to bring this out 5 blocks. That's 3, 4, 5. Then I'll bring it over and connect it with here. And then right in the middle here, we'll have a 4x4 area to hold our villagers in. And I'm going to put glass down. Alright, and then we'll build up the walls too high so that our villagers cannot get out. Let's see, there we go. And again, I'm using glass and I'm using green hardened clay, or green dyed hardened clay, and brown dyed hardened clay for this build, as you can see, and glass obviously, and doors, because doors are very essential to this whole thing. It's what makes the village, which makes the iron golem spawn. So this is our villager holding cell. You don't need it to be 3 high walls, but I did that just so that it looks nice. And obviously I have the hardened clay kind of trimmed in hardened clay, and then I have the glass. So now what we want to do is I'll go around and make the other 3 villager cells, and then what we want to do is put a row of blocks on top of all these doors. Alright, now that all 4 of those are built, I added some lighting to the top, and then we'll have to get our villagers up here somehow. either by water elevator or by minecart track. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it yet. I'll probably do the water elevator on these top ones because it's a little bit harder to get the track up here, especially since I don't have that much powered rail. But now what we want to do is we have this line above the doors, and we're going to use, or right at this level, we're going to make another spawning platform like we did there. So I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did there, except at this level. So now the second Iron Golem spawner platform is done. On this one, you only need 2 high walls, but again, make sure that it's very well lit so that no zombies spawn up here and attack your villagers or anything. But yeah, so now we just have the hard task of getting villagers from over there in our villager spawner all the way up here. And these 2 are finished. I got the villagers up in there. Ooh, and there we just saw an iron golem fall down to its death. There it burns. Yay. But yeah, I have 4 villagers in each cell. All you really need to do is get 2 villagers in each cell, and they will breed until there are 4. One thing you do want to make sure, be cautious of is sometimes they don't. Oh, and another one. Yay. But you want to make sure that they don't breed unevenly. You want to make sure that there's 4 in each one. Because the iron golems are going to spawn most likely in the center of the village. And I think the center is kind of... Holy crap. That was 3 iron golems from that top one. That's crazy. I didn't think that they'd spawn that quickly. I mean, they don't usually spawn that quickly. It should be a while before more spawn now, but that just seemed really quickly. Anyways, so if you have like 5, or if you somehow got 6 in like one cell and you only had like 3 or in some of the other cells, I think the iron golem, there could be a chance that it spawns outside of the like spawning platform that we made, which means they can spawn up on top of the walls and they could hang out up there. They could fall off the edge and not through our hole, which is not a good thing. So you want to make sure that there's 4 in each one. And then to get the villagers up there, well, I think, yeah, what I did was, oh, and there's, I guess, since you can see it, I'll show you. I actually got 2 other cells done over there as well. So now we have 4 cells. That one has its own collection system, like this one, basically just over there. Eventually I will be connecting them. But how I got the villagers up there, I did try doing a water elevator, but it was really a pain to make. I mean, that's like 80 blocks between there, and that would mean 40 signs, and you need to place 40 water sources, and it was a lot more work than I really wanted to do. And so I ended up just making a staircase up there and putting rails all the way up. I didn't have enough powered rails at first, and so I actually used a furnace minecart, which is the first time I've ever used a furnace minecart, and it actually worked pretty well. Then I started having some troubles because I did have some powered rails down on the bottom here, and I had troubles with if I started the furnace cart down here, the villagers would hit the powered rails and they would like shoot up really quickly, while the furnace cart kind of chugged along up the track. And so the villagers eventually would run out of powered rails, they would run out of speed, fall back down, and then they would hit the furnace minecart, which would basically send everything back down. So if you are going to use a furnace minecart, which, like I said, did actually work really well, you definitely want to, or it's a lot cheaper too, but you definitely want to not mix in powered rails. You want to just have straight track all the way up, and then it should work fine. But Vert did donate some, or let me borrow some powered rails. He made like 3.5 stacks or something like that. let me borrow as much as I needed, so I was able to get powered rails all the way from the villager breeder up to all of these villagers, or all these cells, and we were able to get these cells filled really quickly. And right over here is going to be the center, right at that cobblestone pillar. That is going to be the center of the final 8 cells that I make. I'm going to make 4 more cells over in the sky over there. That will be the center, and that is where I'm going to carry all of the iron golems via water channels. I'm going to carry them right there, and I'm going to have a nice, I'm thinking some sort of like sanctuary type place over here. I have this nice circle all flattened out. It's going to have like a wall around it and maybe some trees, maybe a waterfall coming down off of that mountain. I still have a lot of terraforming to do around this area, and maybe next episode we will start working on the collection system, and I want to make a very nice building right in the center here, so that looks really nice. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys learned a lot from this video. I definitely like I like learning how to make these cool, not really new, but new to me, cool new things, and implementing them in survival Minecraft. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to hit that like button if you did, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Until next time, goodbye, peoples.